Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Churchill Capital. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be doing a video about Churchill Capital. Basically, what's been going on with it, why has the stock been rallying so much, and what really there is to know about the upcoming deal with Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors. So if we take a look at the one-year chart altogether, IPO'd September 18th of 2020, up over 400%. Like I said, most SPACs do kind of IPO around $9 to $10. It's pretty frequent, but a lot of people cannot really justify why the stock is up over 400% in just the course ever since its IPO. What's been going on with it? Well, if you guys have been keeping up with the news altogether, it's about Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors, the EV company that's based out of California, and their potential basically merger deal. Now, although nothing has actually been confirmed yet, there is reportedly talks that Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors are pretty close to coming to basically a deal to merge together. Now, although no one really knows anything, and the really overvaluation and justification of Churchill Capital, why a lot of people are definitely buying it, you know, at this point, the rumor better be true. Like, there's a lot of people who are kind of banking on the rumor to be true. I do have a small position in Churchill Capital. I have 100 shares at $17.90. And this is just a small investment just due to the fact that there's nothing that's actually been confirmed. Once a deal is actually confirmed, and I do see Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors are actually going to merge together, I will then invest more in the company, but I cannot invest more in a company that's just basically going off rumors alone. Now, by the way it's actually looking, although there's nothing that's been reportedly, confirmed as far as the deal in itself, a lot of people are bullish to the fact that Churchill Capital is going to get the merger deal. A lot of people have definitely seen that, okay, like Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors are currently in talks, and we actually did get recent news in the last kind of trading week that Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors are near to completing an actual deal together, which is a very good sign and did cause the stock to rally quite a bit, all the way up to about $62. So it's definitely looking very good for the stock. But the thing is, since nothing has actually been confirmed, people do have to know that when investing in Churchill Capital, it's still a risky investment altogether, just due to the simple fact that nothing has actually been confirmed. And if Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors don't actually end up merging together, then you have to take a look at it from the bigger perspective that this stock was probably going to drop back around $20 to $25. It still probably will end up merging with something else, but this is probably debatably one of the most bizarre SPACs I've ever personally seen in my trading journey. Specifically, kind of like going over Churchill Capital and its price action, how far the stock has actually run up on just rumors alone. You don't really see this kind of stuff with SPACs every single day, so it's definitely kind of interesting to be a part of it, really keeping track of what's been going on with the stock. But there's still a bunch of questions that still arise. Is Churchill Capital a buy at $54.62? Is it going to actually merge with Lucid Motors? And is Lucid Motors worth the investment? I honestly do think that Churchill Capital is worth a buy at $54.62 because there's still a lot of upside potential that the stock can actually have. But I do also want people to know that it is also a risky investment because everyone is just kind of going based off chance. There's no confirmation that nothing has actually been approved or confirmed just yet. So you could buy Churchill Capital at $54.62, but the deal may never go through and the stock may just end up plummeting back to where it originally started or pretty close to it. Now, obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But just do know that if you're going to invest in Churchill Capital, there is a lot of upside potential for the stock. And I do think that Lucid Motors is going to be a very good company that people should invest in, whether it merges through Churchill Capital or if it goes public on itself or merges with a different company. The reason I say this is because, one, Lucid Motors is a very well-established EV company already. They plan on already selling their cars this coming spring. They do have factories already made, ready to go, unlike a lot of some of the other EV companies that came out with an IPO or went public last year or even early this year. Don't really have much going for them. Their sales are not that good. And if you take a look at it, some of them didn't even have factories made, ready to go. So Lucid Motors is definitely coming to the market with a game plan. I do think that this is definitely going to be the next EV giant. And I do think that this is a company that can actually compete with Tesla. It also has basically been building a factory in Saudi Arabia and has $1 billion backing from Saudi Arabia as well. So it does make the company a lot more appetizing. If you guys have taken their look at their vehicle, it's known as the Lucid Air. It's a 1,080 horsepower, 517 mile range Tesla killer is like what people like to call it. But this company has a very dominant chance of actually taking Tesla to the next level, really competing with Tesla on a serious note. And we've definitely seen how explosive the EV market has been over the last couple of years, how much growth a lot of these stocks have seen, and really how far technology has brought these EV companies. It's going to be the same with Lucid Motors. I don't see it being any different. I know that Lucid Motors does have a lot to bring to the table, and I honestly do think it is worth the investment altogether once it actually goes public or does merge with Churchill Capital. And really the last point I want to touch on here with Churchill Capital is I just want people to know that, yes, nothing has been confirmed, but there's a lot of people out there that are confident that Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors are going to merge together. Now, for me, like I said, once a merger is actually confirmed, I will buy more shares. I do think it is absolutely worth it. But for people who are speculative about, if you should buy Churchill Capital at $54.62, that's obviously up to you. There still is a lot of upside potential, and the stock does have the potential to run up all the way up to $100 if a deal is actually confirmed. So this could actually pay a big to people, if they actually hold the stock or buy it now and the merger does actually go through. But even a lot of analysts have been speculating that, okay, like based on the evaluation of this company alone, like a deal has to go through at this point. And like I said, there's reportedly that they're in talks and the deal is coming close. So honestly, let's cross our fingers and hope that a deal is around the corner. That's what a lot of people are aiming for, and there's a lot of people out there that are almost confident that Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors are going to merge together. Even a lot of big-time investors are stocking up on Churchill Capital, so honestly, there has to be reasons for that. It does make it seem like altogether that there is going to be a deal that is going through, but everyone is just kind of sort of waiting for the confirmation, the actual written agreement that, okay, Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors are going to merge together, and then we'll have another EV giant to hit the market. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Churchill Capital. Do you guys think Churchill Capital is going to land the deal with Lucid Motors?